All right, we are starting things out with breaking news tonight. Jimmy Carter, the 39th President of the United States and a Nobel Peace Prize recipient, has died. Thank you for joining me. For 8 News at 6, I'm Alexis Bellamy. Thank you for joining us for 8 News at noon. I'm Alexis Bellamy. In the Weather Center now with Tyler Hall. Tyler, I glanced behind you. This is a very active radar, lots of colors. What's going on? What are you tracking? Yeah. Okay, I also saw something, Jackie. You may have seen it as well, that said that this is going to be his first one as a parent. I didn't know that. This is going to be his first Groundhog Day as a dad, apparently.
Well, that's exciting.
Isn't that funny?
That is funny.
Petersburg police are investigating a shooting on River Street. The exact time it happened was not released, but a man was taken to the hospital and is expected to be okay. Police are asking people to avoid the area. Stay with us for those updates. A father is speaking out after he says his newborn was hurt in the same NICU currently under investigation. The infant was in the neonatal intensive care unit at Henrico Doctors Hospital last year, when authorities say he suffered level 1 abuse. That NICU is now under investigation because 3 babies found with unexplainable fractures in late November and December of this year. Our area continues to experience what experts say is a significant number of crashes as summer gets underway. Now, take a look at this video behind me. This is a perfect example of the type of crashes that the reconstruction experts would have to repeat in the Big Ten semifinals.
I love that.
I love that. This is all about women this morning. It's another thing on the heels of Women's Day yesterday. Good for her.
She was number 22. That's my soccer number. I love that number. So
okay. See, I'm not a basketball person or really an athlete, but I do recognize that. That's huge.
I know.
I love that.
Go her.
Breaking records
Look at
everywhere.
All these women.
Beautiful. After that investigation into that quadruple homicide, police have learned the identity of that suspect. His name is Jonah L. Adams, 35, of Waldorf, Maryland. Now, police are also saying that he was in a previous relationship with Joanna Caudill, the woman who was killed, and is the father of the 2 children. Well, Eric, they're celebrating these runners here who are participating in that marathon for the first time, but it's still a celebration. Now, as far as Michelle Poop and her now husband, Greg Barch, they did first meet at a run club right here in Richmond a few years ago, and it was not love at first sight. They say neither actually joined the club with the intention of falling in love or even starting a relationship. It's just something that happened. Where this water on the James River is cresting over 15 feet according to the National Weather Service, which makes it fall under a moderate flood stage. Now that the sun is up, I'll show you exactly what things look like here. And while I'm showing you, I'll tell you what we've been experiencing. In the few hours that we've been out here, we've actually had to move our location a few times. That is a testament to how quickly this water is rising. So there is truly a danger here. And if you take a look over my shoulder, you can see why. There is a police presence here. We have Richmond police, VCU police, and even some SWAT here, all in a mock response to this exercise. They're all here so they can practice exactly what they would be doing in the case of an active shooter emergency. Virginia State Police say they are ready to respond to any and all emergencies that may come their way as a result of today's winter snowstorm. And as you can see, that snow has been coming down steadily for the past couple of hours, and it is really starting to stick. Now, Virginia State Police say that even though this winter weather is continuing to ramp up, they have one message for drivers this morning, and that's to do one thing. It's really easy. Stay at home. This specific scam is known as smishing. Now, that's when this scam comes in the form of a text message. In fact, take a look at this. This is an actual scam, or a message rather, that I received just 3 days ago on Saturday. Now, this looks like it came from an overseas number, and unfortunately, leaders with VDOT say this is not the first time we're seeing something like this. Leaders here with the Virginia Hospital and Healthcare Association tell me that IV fluid shortage is actually having a very small impact. As of right now, UVA Health has temporarily halted non-emergency procedures, better known as elective surgeries, and officials hope that won't be for long. Are talking fair food today, but hold on a second. We're not talking some of the food that you may know or be anticipating when you come to the state fair. Now, there's no doubt that corn dogs and the turkey legs and the ribbon fries are delicious, but I'm about to introduce you to the latest craze in fair food. I'm joined now by Mr. Andy Glashiko. He is the owner of Fat Boys, and we have something really fun and new this year at the fair. Andy, tell us about what is in your hand.
We have a Maryland crab cake egg roll. It has our fresh lump Maryland crab meat wrapped up in an egg roll, served with our seafood aioli sauce.
Okay.
And it is really good.
I was going to take this out of your hand while you were
Okay.
talking about it because I'm going to do a bite. But this is something really new and different. Is this the first year the fair's had something like this?
Yes, this is the first year we've brought it to the State Fair of Virginia. We're from Maryland and we travel to different fairs and we've had it and it's really been a big hit.
Just tried those crab cake egg rolls. We just had dinner. We're about to have dessert now. I'm about to introduce you to something new and sweet here. I'm joined by Whitney Wayman with Parnell Foods. We're about to talk about this delicious new dessert item, totally different from anything you probably had at the fair before. Whitney, what do you have in your hands?
These are our turtle beignets. It's something new that we're offering this year. It became popular down at our West Palm, Florida fairs, and they asked us to do something new this year, and so we decided to bring it to Virginia.
Been pretty popular so far?
It has. It has.
It should be both. It really should.
Yeah, so like we're just gonna do squats. I'm inspired and I'm motivated.
Both words can be used to describe Bianca Myrick. She is the executive director and founder of Pretty Purposed, a nonprofit mentoring organization dedicated to empowering girls ages 9 to 14.
You know, how should we be moving? How should we be conducting ourselves when we see these things happening?
The program supports over 175 girls in the Petersburg, Chesterfield, Sussex, and Dinwiddie communities.
Oh, that's good.
I feel like we have learned about so many things like hygiene and how to take care of healthy relationships, red flags, and all of that stuff. I feel like all of that stuff is really important because sometimes girls have a hard time dealing with that type of stuff.
Myrick founded the organization in 2014 and started mentoring 7 girls in Petersburg in 2015.
Black women have always been staples of the community. Although our programs are very diverse, we do center Black and brown girls in our work just because some of the historic under-resourcing.
The group was formed after Myrick's 12 years as a teacher in Chesterfield County and Petersburg Public Schools. She is currently an adjunct professor at her alma mater, Virginia State University, where she teaches program planning and nonprofit leadership.
Even during my time as a teacher, when I'm interacting with children, I think about how would I want that interaction to be with my child.
Myrick is also a mother. Her son Bryce is 11 years old.
And he talks to me about a lot of things.
While so much of Myrick's life has been full of days packed with purpose, she also has seen her share of darker days. Myrick is a domestic violence survivor, but says her past doesn't define her. As a matter of fact, she started Pretty Purposed while she was in the middle of a legal battle with her abuser.
It was a dream of mine, but it was like, when am I realistically going to dedicate time to this? And then I had to be on leave from work due to those retaliation charges. And I was like, well, might as well do something until I go back to work.
And back to work she went. Myrick was recently ranked number 34 in Style Weekly as one of Richmond's top 40 under 40 in 2023. She also became the co-founder of Collective 365, a trust-based philanthropic group that focuses on helping other nonprofit businesses and leaders.
Black women-led organizations that specifically work with girls are significantly underfunded. If you look at the statistics between Black women-led nonprofits and other nonprofits, the funding disparities are pretty wide.
Myrick says as long as she continues to keep her faith in God and her passions and purpose in front of her, she is ready for anything.
It's amazing to show up in this space and be able to build community among Black women. That's a challenge that we face. Whether it's 5 girls or whether it's 500 girls, the work that we do is really meaningful.